Say what we think.
Oh, man.
Great.
We've been
Go for it. Go for it, man.
Can't wait. I had a great experience with them, and I think it was a lot of fun, and they're very much on time, which I've never had people be so on time for all the workshops. It's been amazing. Very disciplined.
Yeah, the Swiss are nothing, man.
Nothing.
I think the Swiss would be on time.
Yeah.
Same in Ireland.
Polish.
I think there's a big passion though amongst people here. One thing I'm really seeing is a passion, and it's almost like there's this egg that's just this very thin veil of an egg that's just waiting to be cracked to bring out there's all this wonderful passion and talent from people. That's some really amazing experiences in the workshops, and it's really nice to see, I guess, you know, the Polish culture emerge through improv. Which is lovely. Plus, it's also fun just to be talking about somebody, and then people need to translate it into Polish, which kind of can be a bit, you know, a bit like, uh-oh, did I say something? And so that was kind of nice as well to kind of have something translated into something that's more locally understandable as well.
I'm looking at the subtitles right now under you.
Yeah.
Very cool subtitles right there.
Work out, take improv classes.
So you are from yeah, there are mic problems all over all interviews, so it's nothing to worry about. What does improv scene look like in your countries? Very general question, I know, but still.
I think, well, for example, in Austria, the improv scene is like most of the German-speaking world. You know, you'll have in every city there will be at least one really big group, maybe two, and then there will be a lot of smaller groups. Now, in the last 10 years, those groups are starting to really connect and get together, and there's a real nice sense of community, and those local communities start hooking up with other communities, and then we get this big international thing going, and finally, like my community gets to hook up with Rod's community, we get to hook up with Neil's community, and yeah, I think that's kind of how it's been going. That's what I see in my country and in other places.
Yeah, I think like you know, the improv scene in Europe is growing at different levels, and Ireland's the same. We've had this explosion, particularly in long form in the last maybe 5 years. We just wrapped up ImproFest Ireland there last week. You know, this is the 4th year of the festival. So there's definitely an appetite in Ireland, but that's exploded, mushroomed like a mushroom cloud in recent years. And from what I'm seeing across Europe, that's the same. And what's lovely about improvising in Europe is that because there isn't the traditional theaters that we have in the US, the Second Cities and Isle, because we don't have that dedicated school, there's a lovely hybrid of improv styles which are emerging as a result of people learning from different teachers and guest teachers coming from the States. And I think that's something that we should be really excited about for the future, and also very proud of what is developing in Europe as a result of that.
Yeah.
I'd say the Dutch scene is pretty much that, except very stable and reliable. There's a lot of amateur groups that meet up, and they do it for the fun of it. And usually out of the amateur groups, there are people who are much more passionate about it, and they start more professional groups, and we're very much influenced by each other. So if Jim comes over to Amsterdam, suddenly people are doing Jim's formats, and that's it's kind of nice to see how it crosses over. And everybody gets together for the big festival, which is coming up in Amsterdam at the end of January.
An amazing festival. If you get a chance to go to Amsterdam for the festival, it's terrific. Great.
So if you had one piece of advice for young starting improvisers, what would it be?
I would give them the advice of making sure that you have another thing in your life that you really, really love and like. Not in the sense of like get a day job, but more in the sense of I've seen a lot of people commit to improv like 5 nights a week, and I think improv is a great form to draw from other things. So if you are a great singer, it'll help you in improv. If you are really passionate about philosophy, you'll find a way of integrating that. And so I would say find another passion, because improv is an easy way to integrate that.
Yeah, I'd echo that, and I need to take a leaf out of that book of advice. But you know, improv can be a very unforgiving. People can take it on as a very unforgiving art form. It's not like sport the way you can tell how good you're getting by the number of goals you score, how quick you can run a mile. So it's important for people who are getting into improv to just understand that, it's a thing that you got to practice and work at, but enjoy it. It should always be fun. And don't just attach yourself to one style or one school of improv thought. Guitarists don't just learn from one guitar teacher and say, I only want to play like this guitar teacher. So experiment, see what's out there. Always be stepping outside of your comfort zone, because your comfort zone constantly grows, but just have fun along the way. If you're not having fun, then take a break.
And I would say to keep doing it. Get the reps in. Play with your friends, play in the rehearsal, play on stage. Be terrible. Keep falling on your face and blooding up your nose and then standing up, wiping it off and say, again. And then at some point, we're going to be a little less terrible. And that's all we can go for. So just keep doing
That's
it.
our motto for tonight. We want to be a little less terrible.
A little less terrible.
A little less terrible every day.
That's right.
Thank you for the interview.
Thank you.